In this screencast, we create a wiki offline in Hyena Eclipse, then prepare for synchronization, then synchronize between Hyena Eclipse offline and Hyena Web online, and finally use the Wiki Online. Step 1. Create the wiki in Hyena Eclipse. First, we create a new project. Simple one, nothing fancy is needed here. The name of the project is Wiki. And then we add the RDF data to the empty project. And call the RDF file index. In this file, we look at the resources that are already there, which is none, and then add a new resource. This new resource is going to be a wiki page. And then we can enter a title and content. Then we save it, and by command clicking on display we can get a preview. And then let's say we're not satisfied yet, we want to add a link to a new page. The empty reference to a resource inside the link command then leads to this create page link here, and when we click on it we create a new page which is ready to be edited and currently empty. Then we give the new page a title. We save and we display, and then let's say we make the more word bold. Okay, then we return to the home tile and see that there are now two wiki pages. When we click on the first one, we have what we've entered before, can click on the link to the other page and get to the other page. And this concludes step 1. Step 2, prepare Hyena Web for synchronization. And this step is necessary as a security precaution because creating a project is an admin operation, but synchronizing a project is not. So the page you currently see is an admin page, and we just click this button here, say that we want to create a project that is called Wiki, just like the offline project before, and are done with step 2. Step 3, we synchronize our offline data with the web server. So what we first do is we save the file we have created before. Here it's shown as not saved yet. Then we activate the sync view. Actually, we want to make it even bigger. Then we choose a project directory to synchronize and look for differences between the offline and the online data, between the local and the remote data, and we find that our index.tricks is a new file. Then we look at the actions, and these are okay. We're gonna ignore this project data here, and we are going to transmit the index file from local to remote. So we just commit, and then it synchronizes with the server and is finished, and this concludes step 3. Step 4, use the Wiki Online. Here we are back at the admin page where we left off before. We refresh its content and see that the newly uploaded file shows up here. Files turn into websites, and resources inside these RDF files turn into web pages. And we also see why we picked the name index beforehand, because usually the name of a website is the name of the project and then the name of the file. But if you call a top-level file index, you can omit the file name and just use the name of the project. Okay, a note that an alternative name for RDF files is container. So this is called the index container, and we now just click on its URL to display its website. At the website of index.tricks, we see a list of resources. We can look at their content and see that it is exactly what we've created before. We can look at the URI of such a resource and change the URI to something more convenient. Then we can also customize the look. We can hide the resource list so that it looks more like a traditional wiki. We see that for each page we have inlinks here. Thus, that means that the welcome page points to the more content page. So we can go back to the welcome page, and we can configure what the website looks at startup. This is done by editing the so-called container info. And here we just add a property for the window title. Let's say hello. Then we can choose a start page. And we can tell Hyena to hide the resource list at startup. We save what we've edited, and now if we revisit the website, note now that the title is slightly ugly. We go to the website again, the title is nicer, and we start up with the welcome page, and the resource list is hidden too. Finally, let's create a sidebar page. This is a normal wiki page that is pointed to by the container info. We save the sidebar page, and whenever we reload the website, we now have a new sidebar that can also be edited or displayed. And this concludes our screencast. Thank you for watching.